Hello students, welcome to Akatshala. Today we are going to study about some important abbreviations or components or variables in chemistry. But before starting today's session, it would be great if you like this video, share this video and subscribe to our channel Akatshala. This gives us a lot of motivation to keep creating these kind of videos for you all. Now this is really very important in chemistry. Every student should know about it. Now I will take an example and I will keep on explaining you the same. Now, if I say children that there is an equation, I will take a general equation and I say that when A reacts with B gives you C plus D. Now you must have seen in your NCERT book or any other reference books where in the bracket sometimes it is written S, sometimes it is written L, sometimes it's written with the arrow facing upwards or somewhere it is written AQ. You need to understand all these things. What are these components or variables given in brackets? You should understand and then you can proceed further in the chemical reactions or equations. Now, when you see in the bracket in any of the chemical equation, these components or variables or abbreviations, it means that this S stands for, you can remember, solid. This L stands for liquid. This AQ stands for aqueous, and aqueous means in water. That means whatever the product or the reactant which are written as aqueous in the components or variables, it is having water in it. Aqueous means in water, the solution made in water. L means that this reactant must be in liquid. S means that this reactant must be solid. And this arrow facing upwards means what? This arrow facing upwards means evolution of gas. It means evolution of gas. That means formation of gas. Now, I have taken a very general equation, A plus B gives you C plus D. And if any of the equation, if you see the arrow facing downwards, means what? If you see the arrow facing downwards, it means precipitate. It means precipitate. Precipitate is what? It is insoluble substance formed in a chemical reaction. You may see the thread-like structures at the base, which we call it as precipitate. And precipitate do have color, which you have to memorize according to the reaction. Very, very important. So these abbreviations or components or variables, whenever you see in any of the equations, now you should be ready that yes, I know the meaning of all these variables. It's very important, and in every equation you will see these variables, components or abbreviations. So do not be confused now. Whenever you see, you know the meaning of these variables. Now the next thing which I want to tell you regarding the naming of the compounds, that we are going to do it. You must have seen that some of the chemicals, that means the chemicals or the compounds, are having the common name also. And you also know the chemical formula too. So to know the common names of some, there are many children, but some I will do it just now with you, which you can see also in the first chapter, in the first few pages. That is, you must have seen, that is calcium oxide. Its formula, you know it, children. We have done it. That is CaO plus 2 is the valency, minus 2 is the valency, criss cross and Ca2O2. But we will cancel it because they are similar. They cancel each other, and the final chemical formula which we get is CaO. So this is the chemical formula. So this is the chemical name. That is the name of the compound. But I want to know the common name of this. So the common name of calcium oxide is quicklime. You should know it. Very important. Now the question can be asked by your teacher. Not directly, but indirectly. How? What happens when quicklime is added in water? You should know the answer. You have done. So you will say, when quicklime is added to water, a lot of heat is produced and the product formed is calcium hydroxide, whose common name is slaked lime. Now that I will tell you. How slaked lime is formed, we have done it before, but still we will do it just now, along with writing the common name. So I write it over here, that is calcium hydroxide CaOH plus 2 minus 1 criss cross CaOH whole twice. This is the formula. And what is the common name for that? That is calcium hydroxide. This is calcium hydroxide and the common name is, that is slaked lime. We should know it. Common name of calcium hydroxide is slaked lime and common name of calcium oxide is quicklime. We should know this. One more thing you must have studied in chapter 1, and then that must have come related with, the whitewashing and all, the compound name, that is calcium carbonate. Let me write calcium carbonate. What is it commonly known as? Yes, in your book it is written marble. Let us write the formula first. Plus 2 minus 2 crisscross CaCO3. Why? Because these two are same and the 2 gets cancelled and we get the final chemical formula CaCO3, which is calcium carbonate, and its common name is marble. Its another name is chalk. Its another name is limestone. So, calcium carbonate is called by three common names: marble, chalk, limestone. Now, whenever I will talk about marble, you should know immediately, ma'am is talking about calcium carbonate. If I talk about chalk, which we use it in the classroom, your teacher uses it in the classroom, it is calcium carbonate. Limestone, calcium carbonate. So you should know that if I say all these three names, I mean to say calcium carbonate. So you should know about all these things, very, very important, children. Whenever you do chemistry, all these things will come in your way, but you should know the meaning of all these things. Very, very important. Note all these things. So these abbreviations, these common names are very important whenever you study chemistry. So I wind up the session today, and please revise on the daily basis, on and on. That is what I keep on saying. And please subscribe my channel. That is my request. Thank you so much, children. Have a nice day.